So in order to for compensate for the bullshit that they have been doing, they give everybody Social Security. Not only that, but making many kids and many people to be lazy because they would not do anything else but sit and wait for that money from month to month. No investment of it, no moving of it, no nothing, just month to month, sitting and waiting, and that is called slow money. Even though it might be consistent, it's still not enough because you have to wait for a month, the first of the following month, in every month. So if it comes on the first of a following month to begin with, it's still going to land on that. That is 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get that money at the first of the following month again, most of that money is going to get spent very fast. So at the same time, it's not pushing the mind frame of the people to push further, but stay in a certain bracket so they can be controlled. You know what I'm saying? So we as black people who do these things must now start looking at investments a lot higher. It's important that we do. You know what I mean? So every time we talk about Social Security and Medicaid, nobody's interested in that bullshit lying ass piece of shit that you keep on trying to throw on the Republicans and give them a bad name, such as what you did with the trickery in Roe versus Wade. You know what I'm saying? So we know he's full of shit in himself. So nobody got time for his jokes at all. We're running through this. We see Donald Trump burned by Republicans endorsing Joe Biden and Mary Trump. There she go with herself again. It's supposed to be his niece, his estranged niece. You know what I'm saying? Has welcomed the positive news that the former Georgia Republican Lieutenant Governor Goff, or whatever his name is, or whatever his name is, Duncan, announced he'll be voting for Joe Biden Progress in this year's election over her uncle. Well, as far as Donald Trump's niece is concerned, we really don't value her views at all. It's a wasteful time to even sit here listening to her propaganda. You know what I'm saying? In all ways. She needs to go get a meatball hero. It might just help. You know what I'm saying? In all ways. If she knocked off a good meatball hero, I bet you she would feel so much better. You know what I mean? While she's sitting up there talking her yin yang, everybody give it all bone. Nobody really cares about what she thinks. You know what I mean? In all ways. Nobody really cares about what she thinks. It doesn't make any difference as to what certain people think because they're not going to have a good viewpoint of the situation because they really, to me, don't really care about the United States or what's going on. And they might be a part of a certain secular group of people who is working for these Zionists and these different secret societies all collaborating together to destroy our country. Mm-hmm. So we see where we have the overwhelming contempt Hillary, Nutcase Jazz, Clinton panned for declaring young Americans don't know anything about history. Coming in by Philip Nightour or whatever, 3 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. Remember, this is a late edition. They're coming off the immediate. But we see here where we have Hillary Clinton, Nutcase ass, Fierce criticism after she slams student protesters by claiming young people don't know very much about the Middle East, but she do. What a statement. This criminal got nerve to say some shit like that after what you and Bill Clinton and all the rest of y'all did in what you call the Middle East, Africa, especially the African people. On Thursday, the so-called wannabe crooked ass should never become no secretary of nothing in our country state joined the Morning Joe, where she shared her views on the nation's student protest over U.S. support for the murdering and killing of the Gazan people, the Palestinian people. You know what I'm saying? Oh yes, with that jackass, yeah, a fake invasion by all means, on all directions, and all different people who were involved. You know what I'm saying? To put these jackasses there to sit there for the next 100 years, murdering and killing and just wiping off the land and taking over that whole region for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But time will come. It's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? Talking about support for their so-called is fake ass Riel admit the war in Gaza. She noted that the young people are ignorant of the Middle East history, but also many areas of the world, including her brains. Yes, we know full well that it's a lie. The whole world knows what took place and what you did. You know what I'm saying? I have had many conversations, as you have had, with a lot of young people over the last many months now. Clinton said, killing Clinton, murdering ass, said they don't know very much at all about the history of the Middle East. It's not the middle from fucking what? It's Africa. Don't let her lie to you. She's a jackass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talking about some fucking Middle East, she's lying. You know what I'm saying? Or, frankly, about the history of many areas in the world, including in our country. Oh, yes, because you an invader, a robber, a liar, and a fucking infiltrator of people's brains with your bullshit fucking attacks on them in many ways. Coming out your secret mathematical society. You know what I'm saying? Killing blood sucking vampire Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Then went on to claim that if Yasser Arafat, I remember him, Yasser Arafat, the former leader of the Palestinian Authority, had accepted the deal presented by former Bill Clinton. See? You see the scheme she just gave away? You see? She just gave it away. Boom. Got her. Got her. The Bill Clinton officer, you know what I'm saying? The Palestinian would have had an independent state, she added. No, it was a shitty deal. You lying mother scunt. You invaded, you killed, you murder, and you even betrayed SEAL Team 6 and many other military people over there, especially when Joe Biden miraculously just pulled out of Afghanistan. And After Arafat, what to me was no more to me working for you and the rest of your conglomerates, but at the same time, as every Arab and them do, they don't always go for the shitty deal. Do you? So she's trying to claim some bullshit in her lying ass. Doesn't matter what the situation is. What is this so-called Israel people doing in the Gaza Strip? They should not have been there in the first place. If they had accepted that concept, then the Palestinian people would have been amongst their own self in their own war. You involved the French, the Ottoman Turks, they went into Egypt, you know what I'm saying? And they now controlling Egypt as a government and an Arab fucking state, which is, to me, it's a lying piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you in my father's country, the same thing you probably doing in many other countries. You're busting their mind up on many different factions of so-called fake ass religion, lying tale. You know what I'm saying? They would have had an independent state. She added, it's one of the greatest strategies. No, it's one of the greatest strategies of your fucking ass and your fucking husband and your slick witty bitch ass ever went into the Middle East at all, of Africa, because you ain't nothing but disrespected. Same as you brought black people from over there talking about some motherfucking slavery and had the world thinking that we the shit people of planet Earth. Come to find out, when we really dig out our ears and listen carefully and learn more, we find out that everything was created by mostly black people. Even the very religion that they have. So, while you're talking about St. Peter, many people need to go over to Rome and look at the statue of St. Peter. And if you can't go there, just Google it. You know what I'm saying? Her commitment drew criticism from the left, who accused killing blood-sucking vampire Clinton of having overwhelming contempt for anyone who isn't her. Others isn't her. Others slammed the blood-sucking vampire Hillary Clinton for lacking basic humanity regarding humanitarian crisis in Gaza. That is true, because she don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She's a bloodthirsty vampire murdering son of a bitch. And that's all she ever was. The only difference is because you see her getting some form of electrical spark that she's put in, dressing in so-called her nice little clothes, probably stinking anyway, and sitting up there in the office of government under a branch of governmental protection, and can come on TV and pull pits and different places and put a prune-faced, blood-sucking, Baphomet worshipping ass and act as if she's civilized over us just because you came in as Bill Clinton or Slick Willie's wife. Ain't changing the difference between your bloodthirsty ass at all. So get out of my face with that bullshit. She don't know a fucking thing about the Middle East other than the robbing, the killing, the sex trafficking, the murdering, and all types of bullshit that they have been doing. Her and her family, forefathers before her, the same shit. So she's not fooling anyone with this. You know what I'm saying? Talking about humanity. Yeah, she's not gonna hear her no Joe Biden, nor many elected officials that have been around for many 75 years plus, you know what I'm saying, have all been involved in the orchestration of even maintaining what you see that in them jackass Yahoo them have been doing in their invasion in the first place. And to maintain them there gave them much military might support. And then you had the French taking one part of Africa over, and the Portuguese taking over another part, and just going across the planet doing this beastly fucking shit, robbing, murdering, and killing human beings on this here planet for many years. The very children of the cosmos and those of creation from its stable position and even before. So they are no more and lying in all ways. While she sit up here telling this here Nancy Drew story. So nobody wants to know what the fuck she think about what they know about the Middle East. Nobody should really fall for any of that bullshit she really has to say. As far as we see, she could literally just kiss her ass because she's lying in all ways. You know what I'm saying? She's lying in all ways. So she's not fooling anyone. You know what I'm saying? She's not fooling anyone. But this is the type of shit we have in our government. Even when it comes to even like the cell phone and many of these other things that we see going on. You know what I'm saying? We know for a while that many of them is due to the base of what they have been doing throughout their different secret society and family and so-called corruption deep inside our country for many years. This going back even to the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th centuries and so on. Or, you know what I'm saying? Even if you look at many, even go back to 18th and 19th, so I think the 16th, the 17th, and maybe the 18th or the 19th century, somewhere around there, you would see where Queen, the so-called, whatever her name is, Victoria, holding a picture of a Christ. And at one point, when you look at the picture that she's holding in the book or in any picture, she's holding, sitting on a rock, holding a painted picture of Christ, you would see that in the one photo, going back very far, it was an Arab-looking dude. You know what I'm saying? And then as time went on, and you see the same painting again, you see where the picture now of Christ is a pale skin, you know what I'm saying, looking Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? So we know even things have changed, but the Vatican still keeps the statue of St. Peter up there, don't they? And the Black Madonna and Child. So we know for one that a lot of shit has been changed around in order to give them the power to do the shit that they are doing, such as when we look at many people in America and all the riches that they have, while other people have been struggling for many years of their life, and they are still broke. Why is it so? It should be in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? You should have had much more than you have right now. But as long as we continue to not let them run things and keep electing these certain set of group of people and not trying to seek a new way, you're still going to end up in the same shit entirely, such as we see what happened in the Gaza Strip. How was that able to run for 75 years? 75 long years of tyrantness. Does that make any sense still? It doesn't make any sense. And we know for what it was an invasion. When you look at the history of it, it shows that. So the question would be, is why is Netanyahu and them still in that area calling it a state when it is not a state? It's not a state. It's an invasion and the bloody murder and genocide of people in that area by their hand, and even the removal of Africans by the hands of even them and the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, removing the people many centuries ago, putting them on slave ships and selling them to the Arabs helped gather them up because they wanted to take over that land probably themselves too, and gather up the black people and sold them, the Muslims sold them to the Europeans. So there had been slave trade in African people long before their very own. But they've always been slaughtering and murdering and killing each other for many years. This is something that has been going on to the point it just really sickening. That we can allow them to do all these different things, all kind of secret shit, all kind of this, the third, and the fourth. They can keep many of it, but when it comes to the common people, the question still remains is, why are you constantly picking on the common people? And the common people that they're picking on, their people have been picking and doing genocide and bullshit as well. So you're going to tell me that we don't have a major problem that needs to be solved from ancient time to now? We got to get with it, people. And it's highly important that we do. So this is Point Blank saying, farewell. Stay in the fight and keep it right. Don't you give up, even if we have to fight through the motherfucking night. We're going to stand strong, no matter what. Because this fight is the most important fight that we will ever fight. So this is Point Blank saying, 1, farewell. We will meet again.